All right, hey y'all. Here we are on the Fires Creek Rim Trail, just up from Leatherwood Falls, and we're just getting started on what is supposed to be a 4-night trip, doing the Fires Creek Rim Trail up to Tuskegee Bald, and then the Chunky Gal Trail to the AT, and then a little bit there, and we'll decide what direction we want to go. Looks like the colors are pretty close to peak. We'll get some shots of that for you. And anyway, we're off on a trek again. It's me, Dave, and right back there behind me is Dave.
November the 4th, 2018, about 3:15 in the afternoon.
Following the blue blazes. All righty, on Trail 72, Fires Creek Rim Trail. All right, we've been walking less than 20 minutes. Already got a great view. I know hope you can see the fall colors there. All right, as we climb up, the first view, I guess it would be to the east. Not completely to the top of the rim. There's a nice spot, as you can see behind me. Pretty amazing view there. I'll turn this camera around, give you a different view. After coming down a very steep decline, puts us in, I believe it's called Will King Gap. Has a Phillips Ridge Trail, goes off to the right. It's supposed to be some campsites and some intermittent spring down that way. And we're going to continue walking here in the dark about 7 o'clock at night on Trail 72, which is the Rim Trail, Fires Creek Rim Trail. Get the 6 o'clock start on second day. Very foggy, very foggy. Barely starting to get daylight, but also still very foggy. All right, we just passed the Rock House Trail, intermittent water, 1,000 feet down, and take a sharp turn to the left just past it. Go around Big Stamp Mountain, I think we do. And going along the old Forest Service Road here. You can see it's still very foggy. It's approximately 7 o'clock. So we've been walking an hour, gone about a little over a mile and a half. Wet, slick trail, very steep on a couple of places. So taking our time, getting on down the trail here. Finally got the dripping out of the trees enough that I decided to put on my rain gear. Dave's trooping it without. And anyway, temperature's not bad, probably 50 degrees, but damp and cold.
A little bit of a breeze here and there.
Yeah, the wind kicks up, it's pretty chilly. Number one thing, stay warm. Number two, try to stay dry. So hard to do on a day like today, really. Lots of blowdowns in the section here. We are assuming from a storm last spring, but tough going through a section here. Trail's got a lot of trees on it. Sun's finally come out, burning some fog off. You can actually see some mountains in the distance there. Hope we get some good views here shortly when we hit a clearing. But breakfast at Bill Knob about 10 o'clock, about 10:30 here. We're walking on, headed to Tuskegee Bald and Chunky Gal Trail.
About 12 miles in since yesterday at about 3 o'clock.
We got sunshine and views to the right. Nothing to the left but fog. All right, we finally got a view off to the north or northwest area. Fog's finally burning off over there a little bit.
So here we are about 14 miles in on the rim trail. We started yesterday. We hiked probably 4 or 5 hours last night, part of it in the dark, got up this morning, and we're hiking by 6. It's now almost noon, so we've been on the trail for about 6 hours and made about 8.5 miles. And that ought to tell you that the trail is mostly up and downs, very few switchbacks. So when you're climbing, the climbs are generally kind of steep. So just be prepared for that if you're going to come on this trail. The other thing to really consider is once you leave the falls down in the parking area, there is not a place to get water for probably 16 miles at least. We're coming up to a little water junction. So my suggestion is that you need to carry at least 3 and possibly 4 liters of water if you want to comfortably be able to cook, drink, and stay hydrated on the trail. All in all, though, it's been spectacular. Had it not been for the fog, we probably would have had some fantastic views. The rain knocked a lot of the leaves off the trees, but yesterday the pops of color were really, really nice. Overall, the trail could use a little bit of maintenance, but it's been a great hike, as always. Thanks to my bud Slim there on the other end of the camp.
This is the junction of Clay, Macon, and Cherokee counties. When you get to the corner crossing, make sure you stay straight on the rim trail. Do not go left. That is an old non-maintained trail. All right, just past the confusing county corners spot there. Come probably not even 100 feet. You see the Shinbone Ridge Trail. There's signs, goes off to the right. Water down there, not too far, and rim trail continues on straight ahead. Climbing up towards Tuskegee Ball, I guess you'd say these are the climbs that make it worthwhile. What an awesome view. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. A little more close-up view of the same thing. Fires Creek Rim Trail, there's actually a water source down to the right. There's the metal sign, says Rim Trail. And here is the sign that says Chunky Gal Trail. So we are transitioning to that.